Howdy, folks, and welcome to Harris Maker Shop. I'm Jason, the pair of hands you're going to see throughout this video. If you're your first time here, I really appreciate you clicking on this one. And if you've come back from watching another video, awesome. I do appreciate that also. Today we are turning what I think is a Maple Burl, and it turned out to be a peach and clear resin. Make sure you stick around to the end. There are some beauty shots and some really cool effects that happen on this bowl with the UV resin. Well, I think it's caused by the UV resin. I'm not 100% sure. But you'll have to wait and see. Or you can just skip the end and take a look at them. Either way. So, yeah, well, thank you all for being here. Enjoy the turning. Well, you made it to the bowl turn. It's about a third of the way through the video, so I appreciate you sticking with it. If you think I deserve it, hit a like, maybe subscribe, or leave a comment. I'd like to hear what you guys think about these videos. Any things you'd like to see changed, or any suggestions. So there's still a lot more to go, plus those beauty shots at the end of the video. So stick with it. Thank you all, and I'll be back. If anybody's curious on the tools I use during these turnings, for the castings, I usually use the easy wood tools with negative rate scrapers on the end. If I get down to mostly wood, I'll usually switch over to a Carter and Sons uh, 5/8 bowl gouge is my favorite one so far. Here I'm just checking wall thickness, making sure I'm not getting too thin or not going through the bottom and making a funnel. I also use a 3-2-1 block to check how flat the bottom of the bowl is. At this point, I'm pretty happy with the bowl. I'm pretty happy with the cuts I've got. They're pretty smooth. I like the shape and the thickness of the wall. and the bottom of the bowl. So time to start sanding. I start at 80, usually go up to about 600. With these resin bowls, I'll also do a micro mesh sanding that takes the resin up to about 3,200, I think. But that stuff's boring, so I'll stay here for most of it and just show you what I do at 80. Here's a little sneak peek on how this bowl turned out and some of the cool features it have when you throw a black light up to it. Here I'm just curing the UV resin top coat with a small UV light. Wish I had one of those big ones that you can see Cam from Blacktail Studios using. But for right now, this little $10 one off Amazon works just fine. I'm just pulling the bowl off the lathe right now. Let that UV resin bake in the sun for a little bit. The UV light works great, but nothing beats the power of the sun. After it's baked in the sun for a while, I'll throw it back in the lathe, and that UV resin coat is not completely smooth, so put it back on, throw some 300 grit on there, and sand it down nice and smooth again. After the dry sanding is done, this is where I start picking up those micro mesh pads and start sanding from like 1500 to 2300 to get a really good shine and transparency on the resin. So if you watch my last video, at this point is when I start to pucker, putting this bowl on my coal jaws and start turning off the tenon. Uh, Last time I did this, that bowl became airborne. Luckily, I was able to recover, but never a fun time.
For my Maker's Mark. I'm lucky enough to have a X Tool S1. I've had for about a year. I like it. It's a good little machine. Fun to use. Well, starting to buff, and that means the end is near. So thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Um, Stay tuned after the buffing here. You'll see some of the beauty shots and some of the cool black light action that this bowl has for some reason. So thank you all. I appreciate it, and have a good one. See you on the next one.